ladies, and welcome to the Beauty Shamans. So today I am here with the beautiful Tiffany. Yay! And we are doing a series, and this is part 2 in the series. So be sure to watch part 1 where we talked about contour not looking like mud or making you look like a zombie, which is super important for we middle-aged women, you know, right? We don't want to look like we died. So Tiffany, not yet. We're not ready. We're not ready. We got more to do. So, but Tiffany has another question that we're going to address today. So Tiffany, what is your question?
So as I get older, or better, we could say as I get better, this line, this crease gets deeper and deeper. And so my question is, what can I use? And my smile line, I'll call it the smile line because it is where my under eye meets my cheekbones. So when I smile, it's there. What can I do under that to make that happier and fresher and brighter?
Okay, awesome. That's a great question. And many of you have this question, like how to put concealer on so it doesn't look heavy, overly made up, but still, makes our face glow. Okay, so to start off answering this question, it's really important to use a great product when it comes to under eye concealer because you want it to kind of meld into your skin. If you're using a cheaper product, what I find is that's one of the areas you really don't want to skimp on because it will set in fine lines. It will look heavier. It's just not a good look, right? So I would say invest in a really good concealer and a good highlight. So I'm going to play with a couple colors, a couple brands that I have here, and we'll see which one we like best. But I think also to keep the color, when you put it on, to keep it from this part of your eye as much as possible. Now, I have a lot of darkness on the outer side of my eye, so I do have to put some over there in order to get rid of that. But I use a good product so it doesn't set in fine lines. But depends on your skin, but for the majority of you, I would say, let's keep it through here. So we're going to start with concealer and then move into highlight to help this little question.
Great.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to start with for concealer is this one. This is NARS. It's Creamy Concealer. And this is, I have to put my glasses on because the print could not be smaller. This is Honey. This might be a little too dark on tip, but I'm going to try it and we'll trade it out if I don't like it. So I like this because it's a concealer and a what am I trying to say? Highlighter.
Yeah.
All in one.
Right.
So that's what I like about it. So I'm just going to put this on my hand because this is in my kit, so I don't ever touch anybody's face with this.
Because it's better to be brighter in the creases than darker.
You want to not? I used way too much. See how much is on my hand there? I just completely overdid that. All right, so now I'm going to use it right in here because I'm just wanting to take out some of that little bit of discoloration underneath her eyes. And right in there, and all of you get discoloration right in here. That is very common. Now this pretty much matches her skin. So I could even go a step lighter, but I'm not going to worry about that right now because I'm going to use highlighter. So I'm going to also just take this and lightly touch it around here. Now this does not set in fine lines. I really like this product. It's one of the best concealer highlights out there. And even though it's a concealer highlight, I am going to do highlight after. Because I'm a highlight fan for older women. It's one of my all-time favorite things to use. Really love highlight. I'm going to tap this a little bit around her nose just because we're going to brighten that whole area. So that looks just so beautiful. That just cleaned her right up. It matches her skin. It's not overtly bright. Sometimes we go too bright. I think I could go brighter, but I like this. I really think this looks pretty. I'm going to do the other side.
NARS really nailed it with concealer and blush, you think? You like their blush?
Oh, yeah, their orgasm blush is wonderful. It's kind of besides the word, we like the word.
Yes, I'll take that on my cheeks.
But yeah, they've got some really good products in that line. I really do like it. But this one in particular, I think is a hit. And I've been using this for a while on camera talent, and I really like it. I also usually take concealer and just run it down your nose. And the reason is because generally speaking, we're making this lighter. And so your nose then is darker, and so then it ends up looking really weird, like you've got this dark nose. So I end up just putting a touch right there, and it's super simple. You can also do a touch on your chin just to get out a little bit of highlight, because we really want to aim for this to be the focal point, the T-zone.
T for Tiffany.
T for Tiffany. And I'm pulling it a little bit outside just to highlight that, but that looks really awesome.
You know, I like that you're bringing it down because that is my red area.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just beneath the crease even.
Right. For most people it is. Go ahead and look at the camera. And so you also have a little bit of red under your eyes. So you can actually, if you look up, just take this and run it right underneath. And that will take that red out. And that's really common for people to have that. That's just we all have it.
It's very subtle, but I bet it makes it pop like crazy.
Well, yeah, especially when we get to the video on hooded lids, which we're going to get to. So keep track of these, this series, because we will cover hooded lids in our next video. Now, just for reference, we've already done foundation. We did a little bit of contour, so please check out that video. That's why she's kind of halfway done. So there we go. I think that looks really pretty. Okay, so for a little bit of highlight, I just want to pop it a little bit around her eye. We're going to use my very favorite highlight, which is YSL Yves Saint Laurent Touche Éclat. I love this product. It's like $39. It's really pricey, but
Nice splurge.
it's so awesome, and I do really love it. So I'm going to tap that in my hand a little bit. And I'm going to put it in a very similar place. I really want to pop a little bit more through here. So see where I'm putting that? I'm not going to pull this all the way across on Tiff. I don't think she needs it. And then I'm going to use it to highlight her brow bone. We can also pull it around her nose a bit if we wanted to. You could overdo highlight for sure, but I think that looks great. I'm going to do the other side. Okay, so normally I would say in my everyday life, I don't do concealer and highlight because I'm a normal person and who cares, right? Your normal life. But if I am going to an event or to work, and I really want my eyes to look amazing, I will do both. And I think it's good to have that skill and the product so that you can just pop your eyes when you need it. So I think this looks really beautiful. This completely just opened her eyes up. I mean, she's got beautiful eyes and beautiful cheekbones, so we really brought that out. I also could use the concealer and tap it along her cheekbone if I felt like it. You can really use it for many different things. We're going to stop here because we're talking about more sort of everyday makeup, okay? Or I guess work makeup is what I'm trying to aim at. So thank you. Tiffany, did I answer your question?
Yes, and I have to say my skin feels really good. It doesn't feel heavy.
Good.
So this is some good product. I'm gonna
invest.
Yeah.
Make investments. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching The Beauty Shaman. I hope you found this helpful and relevant. Please write down below. I always love to hear from you. And thanks for watching.